Jessie for me is actually all about emotions, yeah? It starts with a very simple concept, a beautiful idea, and it translates into something that is elegant, and basically it translates into a full experience. It could be a wellness experience, it could be something that you do every day, but also it's something where you could sort of take your time away from being in your everyday life and take that moment for yourself. So the one product that I would probably suggest for the Dubai region or for the MENA region is Mimi. Mimi is actually one of the first designs in the Jessie range. And why I would suggest that is because Mimi is not only a very classical design, but what Jessie did is taking basically the next step by taking it to a contemporary level and get this really beautiful lines. It's a product which not only signifies luxury, but it's actually understated elegance, and that will be for me the main reason to basically suggest that for Dubai. For personally, I love gotcha, and this basically means water drop, and it's this beautiful elongated water drop that comes down either above your vanity or in your bathtub. And what it signifies for me, I think it's like a water drop that falls in a pool and it ripples, and that ripple starts enlarging, and that's basically creating a sense of wellness and a sense of peace. Well, the whole experience of coming to the Jessie showroom is actually something that completely surpassed my expectations. Not only were we surprised by coming here and driving here in style, but what I really loved about the showroom is when you step in, you basically get this whole sense of wow. It's not only a wow factor because of all the sensory experiences that they're showing you here, it's more also a wow factor because what you really feel is that it touches the emotions. And I think that's what design and Jessie stands for. So what Jessie stands for is understated elegance, and it stands for quality and for wellness. How I would describe Jessie in a design point of view is that they create innovative products which last a lifetime, and every single time sticking to that beautiful quality level and character that they bring in order to create not only a space for wellness, not only at your own home, but also in a place away from home, like if you're going on a holiday. What private wellness means for me? It's basically entering that private space in my own home where I have that feeling of being completely myself, not literally being naked, but really seeing myself in my own space where I can relax in a beautiful bath, using my crystals and using my bath oils, and just basically take me back to a moment where I can really be myself authentically. The value of an idea is basically never being afraid of who you authentically are, because once you got that one single idea, and by totally believing in yourself, as a designer, you basically have the courage to step into that moment and create your own greatness, basically by believing in that idea and taking it to a whole other level. So my recommendation, especially for younger designers in this area and in the world, is to really believe in what you do and go for that one idea, because passion is ultimately what brings you further in life and which will make you fly, no matter how crazy that idea sometimes seems to be. What design means for me is basically believing in yourself, being authentically you. It's not always about that you have to have a paper on the wall. Of course, you need to have those skill sets, but for me personally, I'm 100% autodidact. That means I have studied in the school of life. And if you're really passionate about something that you absolutely care for, is that one drive which you really need in order to achieve anything you want in life. So that's how I have pursued my design career and where I am today. I'm really proud of all the people who have believed in me every single step of the way. How much the value has changed of a bathroom in the last few decades, I think, is actually what we see here today. You come to a beautiful showroom where before you probably would only have seen a few sanitary wear items hanging on a wall, but it becomes actually an experience of wellness. And that gets reflected not only in how we see a product these days or how people experience a bathroom. It's become actually a very important place where people not only start their day, but also where they relax, where they also at the end of the day say goodbye to that day if it was a busy day. And I feel that the bathrooms have definitely evolved in such a way that where we can really go a lot further with beautiful design intents or special light features or special wall finishes, while before it would just be a place where people would just probably brush their teeth and take a shower and go to bed. But this is actually the moment where you really relax these days before you say goodnight. But I think for me it's creating a space where people come home and where people actually walk into a house where you can feel their soul. Yeah, it's about connection. It's about being authentic. It's about showing your passions in everything that you do. And I think for me, creating a space for someone or for a hotel needs to have that connection. And I think that would be my dream job. My dream design would involve all of that. It would become something that is really holistic and where people will not only look at pretty pictures, but they will feel the energy. And that's the shift I like to take forward.